Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Jab Podcast. On this episode, we talk about Thanksgiving,
Gobble, gobble.
teachers piecing up kids, and then being the ugly friend.
Rock.
Oh, damn, call
Aww.
And we talk about a bunch of other stuff, too. So listen, tune in, watch out for the Jab.
Hey, boy, kid.
So I think my neighbor's dead.
Why?
Their smoke alarm at their apartment's been going off for like 3 days now. And I keep waiting for like someone to call
You haven't done anything about it?
Wait.
An alarm for fire is going off next to you, and you just...
Yeah, it's like...
And this has been more than
It's
30
been
minutes?
It's been about 2 days, yeah. I'd say it's a little over 48 hours.
So your building could have been on fire for 2 days, and you wouldn't have known? Like,
Dude, that
Or-
must be some good concrete then.
Not even... Yeah, there's just a
Yeah,
fire
hey,
in that room.
And nobody knows about it. It didn't even burn the smoke alarm.
So, okay, how do you sleep?
It's not that loud. It's mostly I can hear it like when I'm going into
Like
my
a
apartment.
faint?
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes when I have my windows open I can hear it, but it doesn't bother me much.
like the neighbor right next to you.
It's somewhere around there.
Okay, so you live in an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And...
I keep waiting for someone to call the leasing office so like they can like go
You're-
check that out. Okay, it's too late now.
It's been 3
It's
Yeah.
been
days.
it's been over 48 hours. Like something happened. Do you think I should call?
I think if it's going
Still?
off when you get home, you should knock on the door.
No.
Why not?
Okay.
What if
here's
they answer like,
here's
"What's
my
up?"
thing. The reason why I haven't really done anything and like
Murder?
You got a problem
No.
with fire alarms?
I just mind my own business. I've lived in apartments for a while, and everyone has their own shit going on. So for me, I try to mind my own business because people don't like when I get in their shit. Not necessarily me, but like when other people get in
Question.
other people's shit. What's up?
Is this the same apartment complex that was haunted?
Yep.
Yeah, this is...
So maybe
Ghostitudes.
it's been haunted because no one gives a fuck about the tenants, and they're back for revenge, dude.
That could
There's
be.
a dancing man that just dances around the parking lot at that same apartment complex.
He's a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've never touched
This
him.
is a full TV
only
show
stayed-
right here happening.
I've smelt smoke from his Black and Mild inside the gym there.
Yeah, he's...
I walked in the fitness center. He's just smoking a Black and Mild. He's like, "What up?" I was like, "I'm not working out today. Like, not right now."
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
not gonna
dude
go
in
in
the
there and
apartment
work out.
complex with the fire alarms going off. It's a movie.
It is.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if he's real
That was
or
also
not.
the place where Scooty McScootington.
Mhm.
They
Oh,
got that
that
homeless
was-
guy
yeah.
scooting his butt on the ground.
Dude, that complex is kind of wild.
It's kind of ghetto.
Yeah. So,
So
I
call
guess
the cops. Call the cops.
Or the
on who? The dancing
Your
man or the
call the
dead
cops on
neighbor?
your neighbor for them being dead. They need to come get the body. Then call on dancing man. Next time he's dancing in front of you, and just keep your eye on him. 'cause
Okay,
and
no,
go
'cause
do a good
If
deed.
he gets arrested,
No.
he's real.
Because you know what's gonna happen is this shit's gonna go viral. That I call the cops on
And you're
just like a
racist.
black person minding their own business.
Yeah.
That's why I mind my
And
business.
then wear the Jab t-shirt.
No, I'm not getting the jab under fire for
In a-
racist media.
In a weird way, dancing
Hits are
is-
hits.
His dancing is sort of menacing.
Yeah.
It's like it's building up to something. If you watch like a whole, it's like that movie that if you watch it, you die in 7 days. If you watch him finish the routine, you die in 3 days.
Yep.
Like that's what I feel like happens. So don't ever finish.
Don't ever finish.
Yeah, don't let him finish in front of you.
Just look.
Yeah, turn your back. Let him finish behind you.
Didn't you say he was dancing in front of a dog?
Yeah, this girl's dog was going nuts, barking at him, and he like danced up to it, like as close as he could get to it, and it was just dancing. So like I was introduced to this scene, I walked like
And
up toward it.
the dog was having a good time?
The dog was mad, like it was real barks, like real angry
What,
dog.
dude?
It wasn't
I would
like
be
I want to
so
play. It was
pissed
like,
Yeah,
if
so
someone
he's
did that.
dancing up to the dog, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's his girlfriend. Like, finally, there's some rationality to this whole situation. And then she just like pulled the dog away and walked away, and he kept dancing. And he turned and looked at me, and I was like, oh shit! And I got in my car and left.
Yep.
So
Minded
he's
your own business.
Smoking Black and Milds in the gym.
Yep.
Dancing in front of dogs.
Mhm.
Scoot.
Yeah.
And Ghostitude.
Ghostitutes are there too. Yeah.
You should move.
Yeah, I probably should move, huh?
It's not a great neighborhood.
Get a group picture before you get out of there.
With me and the whole gang, the
Prostitute?
dancing guy, and yeah. Oh, that could work.
Summon them.
I don't know how I'm gonna get them all together at the same place though.
They're all ghosts.
So I just gotta do some like Ouija shit.
Yeah, we'll get the Ouija board out.
Dude, that would actually be kind of terrifying. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, back to the whole me not calling the cops thing. Before we get too off topic, like, what if? Hear me out. What if this like the type of like music that they like, just really repetitive beeps, like it makes them relaxed.
It's their favorite song.
Yeah, it's just like it helps them like feel relaxed at their apartment.
Still call the cops because that person's a fucking serial killer, bro.
But everyone has their own. Everyone has their own things.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone
you
has
knock
their
on
own
the door
thing.
and they're just like, dude,
that's why
you got a problem with my fire alarms?
When you said that, I was like, hell no, I'm not knocking on the door. I'll have someone else do it.
That's crazy, man. Someone could be really hurt and in a bad situation.
Oh,
right
like a fallen old woman.
Yeah, and she's just been trying to get up.
Oh, that's like a life alert
days.
button.
Yeah.
Well, her thing's broke.
No, she's laying on the ground.
Not my problem.
She's right underneath the fire detector, and she's burning little things at a time constantly.
It's like little pieces of the carpet. It's like, help me!
Help.
I've been down here for 2 days.
I'm almost out of matches.
She had like a big ass box, and she's like running out. She's like,
Little
ah!
pile. It's like her glasses in a little Tinder
man,
pile, and
those-
she's burning
Amazon
it.
Prime.
Nimble fingers. She can't keep them going. Oh, what if she had her? I was gonna say if she had her phone, she could Amazon Prime more matches, but she could probably just call the cops.
Yeah.
No, it's not as fun. It's not as adventurous.
She doesn't want help. She wants to do it herself.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
Dude, you ever call 911? I called 911 when I was little. I think I was trying to dial a phone number that had 911 in it, and like for some reason my brain just dialed 911.
Fucking Al's phone used to have broken numbers, and that happened a few times.
I called 911.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't called 911 since I was like 6.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to do it.
I called 911.
That's weird.
I called 911 one time.
When did I?
Yeah, do you remember yours? I'll go mine. So last year when I was living in Minneapolis, I was living like in the city. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and my windows were open. I was just chilling in my room, and all of a sudden I hear like yelling. I was like, okay, what the fuck? And like there were some, people got shot and robbed over there. Not like it was super dangerous, but it's a city. Things happen. It's like, all right, I gotta go see what's going on. Like just in case. And not that I was gonna do anything about it. No, I'm just kidding. But I saw this guy just like running, like screaming, like ah, ah! It's so scary. I was like, someone's behind him. He's definitely getting murdered. And then he like runs and he trips over the curb and like falls and rolls into the middle of the street, and he's just quiet for a little bit, laying on his back. This is nighttime.
This is in Florida?
No, it seems like it would be, right?
Yeah.
No, this is in Minneapolis. So this is nighttime. The street lamp is just shining directly on him. He's just like laid out like a star in the middle of the road, quiet. And I'm looking, I was like, someone's got to be coming behind him. That's why I had my phone ready, like ready to call 911. And then all of a sudden, he just keeps screaming. And I swear to you, he screamed for like 5 minutes. And finally someone was like, shut the fuck up. And it ended up
you didn't call after
I did call.
for 5 minutes?
I called after. No, I called it.
You're the worst contribution to society ever. You're no help to the tribe.
I just said.
I think you'll be fine.
No,
you watched a man scream in the street for 5 minutes.
I just said that was the last time I called 911. It took me a little bit, but they're like, "Yep, we already got calls. We're on the way." I was like, "Cool," and that's why I don't call 911 because someone already did it.
Besides your neighbors.
But he kind of got up and he just kind of started jogging off like ah. He was definitely on like PCP or something. It was crazy. I was scared at first.
Drugs make you do crazy stuff.
And I was looking out the window, my lights were on, but I didn't want to see that I didn't want him to see that I saw him.
Typical, dude.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Wait, what?
Because the thing is, like, I don't want to be nosy because like no one else's business really involves me unless they want me to be involved. So like I'm not the type to like look at my window at people just like having conversations. But this man was fucking screaming in the middle of the road, like, but I didn't want him to see just in case he's crazy. Like, what if he had a fucking gun
and then
shit?
he came running towards your door?
I was like
into your building?
Dude, that would be terrifying. Just banging on the door like all PCP'd up. He's like ah. Yeah, that's why I'm on my own business, dude. PCP.
Damn. I remember the last time I called the police.
Let's hear it, Al.
I had my house here, and I had some neighbors. They just moved in. I had a house with no neighbors when I moved in. It's great.
The Blabers, right?
The Blabers, dude.
What?
Black
I'm not
neighbors.
familiar. Oh.
Yeah, they moved in.
Black power, bro. They were like cool. Like
cool.
Black pride, you know?
No.
No? Wait, did I meet someone else? Is this the dude who's in his garage? I shook his hand.
Yeah, no, that was my cool neighbor, dude.
Oh, it was the other side.
He made shoe boxes,
Yeah,
Nike
that
shoe
dude
boxes.
was
Yeah, he
cool.
was cool as hell.
Yeah.
He moved in, he was tight.
Not him.
Then my neighbors next door, there were 20 of them, and they were a big family. I actually saw one of them jumping over the fence and robbing other backyards.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, oh hell no, you
A lot
come
of
over
little
here,
kids?
bro. They were like from like 5 to maybe 28, so there's a lot of them.
Were they on the
yeah.
other side of the cool guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know exactly. I've seen them before when I was at that place. When I was over there.
And like I went up to him before, the dad, and I was like, hey homie, like what's up? Just like being like, I'm cool, you're cool, like just
Yeah.
want to know my neighbors type
For
stuff.
sure.
He's like, all right, cool, man, like nothing. And then one night, all of a sudden I hear screaming and like doors breaking and glass breaking.
What?
And like it's going down. The oldest brother is fighting like the youngest sister, and they're punching each other in the face in the street. And the dad comes out and the mom comes out and they're like circling him, like, yeah, hit him and shit.
What?
And I was like, holy.
What the
and,
hell?
And then one of the sons was like, dude, stop hitting your sister. And that's how I knew it was like,
Yeah.
you know,
See,
like
Did you
she's
grow
a
up in
girl.
Sparta? Was this Sparta?
Dude, it was insane.
They were
and
just,
their
like, encouraging
and they have a
him? Beat her
bulldog,
up?
and it went around the street. And then I was like, oh hell no. So I called the police because I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
like, there's nothing I can do. I'm outnumbered. Their family. If I go out there, I'm getting my ass beat. They'll team up.
Did they ever talk to you like, hey, like, did you call the cops?
Okay, let me continue.
All right.
So, the dog, there's a bulldog. It goes around the street. The cops pull up at the dog and have the gun pointed at the dog. And they're like,
Get the fucking
like, yeah, the dog's and I'm like, I'm thinking
So
in
that's
my
like a
head,
trained dog.
yeah, and I'm peeking out the window. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Peeking out the window.
Look at
So,
this
yeah. And they're like, I'm like, they're over here, like, and they're still in the street fighting. And the dog, so I had to go. And, like, I was about to go out the door, and then the dad called the dog back in. So the dog came running over, and then the cops came over, and they all ran inside. Locked the doors.
happened?
There's, like, 8 cop cars with guns drawn outside my house. And they're, like, about to go in the house.
Your house or their house?
Their house.
Okay.
And I'm still peeking out the window. I'm like,
yeah, hell yeah. That's
what
going down, dude.
the fuck is going on? So the cops are there. The brother and the dad come out, and they're just, like, with their hands up, just like, what up? And... this is a really good neighborhood too, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
this was not bad. And they were like, oh, this, and they were talking to the cops, and then like they both got arrested. And then the mom comes over
to your
my
place?
house.
Oh.
It's like, why the fuck you call the cops on me?
Oh.
And I'm like, you better like get out of here right
I'll
now.
do it again.
I was
I'll tell.
pissed. I was like, I'm about to call him back if you don't get out of my yard. Like,
Yeah.
don't come with me. Like, your
Damn.
son
Yeah.
is hitting your daughter.
Yeah,
You're
that's
mad at
crazy.
me. She's like, we don't call the cops where I'm from. And I was like, well, obviously we're not
Well,
there.
now you're from where I'm from.
Yeah.
So.
I'm like, I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah, I had some new neighbors move upstairs, and I met them, and they're like, hey, like, I have kids. If they're making noise, like, tell me first before telling them. And, like, I respect that because, like, it's just, like,
Yeah.
you know, but that's way different than, like,
Dude,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like gonna go outside and be like, hey neighbors,
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know the whole neighborhood's watching you, because I saw other people peeking out their windows too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
You should have denied. Like, it wasn't me.
no, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
weird
I
how,
would have
like,
denied for sure.
I've met some of
I
my
wasn't
neighbors,
scared of her.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people like avoid acknowledging other people.
For sure.
Even just in
For
not
sure.
even just your neighbors, but when you're doing anything,
Yeah.
people will do not want to look in your face.
I try to wave, and
Yeah.
especially where I live, I want to know the people around me. Like,
I was driving past some of those Jehovah Witness kids.
Mm.
Surprisingly, they weren't on bikes this time, and they waved at
What are
every
you talking
car.
about?
They always on bikes.
What do you?
Jehovah's Witness, they're always on biking around with.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, like a white shirt
yeah,
and a tie.
they go and knock on your door, and
Yeah.
they're like, read the book of
I've
Mormon.
never seen that before.
It's like a religion. It
I
is
mean,
a
yeah,
religion.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
I just never seen them like go door to door.
Yeah,
Here,
they
they do
yeah,
that.
they were everywhere, bro.
Like
But
at your
these-
apartment and shit.
Yeah, I've had them come to. I remember when we lived together.
I know they
I had
did hang out in the fucking.
They came to the front door and I was like
Mm.
sinning. Like I was like sinning right before they came there. And I like opened the door and I was like, oh shit! And
Sinning.
so God came, he caught me. He came
Yeah,
right to the door.
damn.
But these two kids, they were walking, and every car that went past them, they waved and nodded and acknowledged it. Every single car. There was like 5 cars in front of me.
They
every single
waved?
car, they just wave, nod, salute. I was like, oh shit! Well, that's kind of interesting. Like for
They're,
some
like,
reason
friendly?
to them, it's like they acknowledge.
That is cool.
Do you acknowledge people when you're parked at a intersection and they're going like car to car asking for money? Do you acknowledge them or do you just look forwarder? What do you do?
I look forward.
Does it depend?
I just look forward the entire time because then they know I'm
Like
not
10 and
interested.
2 on the wheel, just like don't
Yeah.
look at me.
I give them the mean mug first.
Do
Like, I
you?
look over slow,
Damn.
see who it is, and then I'm like, if they're cool, I'm like, what up? If they're not, then I mean mug back.
Yeah.
I'm a G.
You know, like that one thing people do when they like when they're passing someone, they don't know what else to do. They just kind of like clench their lips and like do the nod, like right.
Yeah.
Ape. Yep. Just like barely make a noise, just like oh,
Meh.
I'm acknowledging your presence.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I try not to do that anymore because it's just like
Weird.
well once you realize that you're doing it, it's just too funny. You know, it's like all white people just like right.
Hi.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Nice to see you. You know, like,
Dude, it happens to me at Walmart a lot.
yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just like going down the aisle. Just, it's like,
It happened to me like 2 days ago.
Can you
You're like,
imagine if you're
"Oh."
like hello? You're like oh no, I'm nervous.
The other topics.
Yeah, I was there, and actually, I got a full "How are you doing?" Didn't
Really?
know the guy. He was like, "How are you doing?"
They
And
never
I'm
care,
like,
though.
"But this is what I said. Good. How are you?" Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like,
Yeah.
we got to finish it. Now we have an open-ended book.
Snub, bro.
I
Like,
think sometimes I think that's just like a closed-ended question, like it's like a hello, but like you're not expecting anything back. One time I remember we had a conversation. This is a while ago because they were older, like cool kids, and they were like, "What up?" And I was like, "Nothing, you." And you're like, "You don't say that. You just say what up back."
That's true. You don't. You don't.
It's the same
It's
thing.
code.
I thought about that for a while, and now anytime anyone says "What's up," I'm just like, "What up?"
It's a code.
Yeah, it's
because
the code.
because it's an open-ended.
Yeah.
We can start the conversation on maybe later. Like, oh, I said what up to you earlier. Let's finish off where we were going.
you know, it's
Damn,
funny
that's
you say,
interesting.
Yeah.
Because I've had people say like, "What up?" and I'm like, "What's good?" and they're like, "What's going on?" Like,
Yeah.
it's
It just
right
keeps
back to
going.
like, okay, now I'm actually starting the conversation. Let's talk.
How many intros do you need?
Yeah. A
like,
few.
yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like a direct question to me, like, "What's up?" It's like, nothing.
You know, I think should be like
I,
the standard.
just walking around.
A standard issued social cue. If you talk about the weather, let's just not have the rest of the conversation.
What if the weather is like
It's
it's
dumb.
pouring or like snowing or
But
something?
it's not the first time. It's guaranteed not the first time. It's
I kind of
always-
enjoy talking about the weather.
It's kind of because small talk is your thing. You're good at small talk. You can bullshit your way
I have a
through
thing.
any conversation. There's been times where like we'll have a meeting at work and I look at Alec when someone's talking. I'm like, he's not listening. He's not listening to a goddamn
But that
thing.
means-
That's funny that you know that.
I know.
Because it's very true.
But you're not listening either then at that point, right?
yeah, but it's distracting.
You're not listening because he's not
Or
listening.
like I'll hear you like
I'll just-
say something to another person, like another member or something, and I'm just like, Alec is just like bullshit.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't care what a lot of people have to say.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly.
It's shitty.
Or it's like people always tend to catch you in positions where like you kind of want to do something else.
Yeah.
I get this
That's
so
it.
often. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this done and this done, and all of a sudden someone like spins in my door. We're like, well, hey, how about the weather today?
Especially at the gym, I'll be like, "Oh, I need to get this done," and someone's like, "Oh, so this is what I did this week," and I was like, "Oh, time to do this."
Oh.
Do you ever feel that like when you're talking, people are like that? Like there's been
No,
times
it's
where
super interesting.
there's times where I've been talking, I was like, this motherfucker's not even listening to me.
I know.
Like, yeah. It's
Or someone
crazy.
like looks down at your lip or your forehead or something.
Yeah, and then it's like start wiping your shit. Just like, okay.
It's funny you figured me out.
Yeah.
So now you probably think
It
that's
just,
about
makes
me.
me, it just makes me laugh, bro. Because like you know when you like, it's just funny, bro. Like to see that in someone's face. Like, I
Yeah.
know what's going on. That's
For
pretty
sure.
cool, man. Dude, another girl that we work with does the same thing. Remember they were on a conference call?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, you're not listening because she was asked a question and she just like gave the word answer. It was like
She
it
was
was
like,
something not even relative. Like,
It was a question. She's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah."
you're not listening.
It's
So like
frustrating.
explain.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, some people don't have like enthusiasm in their voice, so when they
Yeah.
do talk, it's just
Yeah.
more like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Blibbity
this is
blibbity.
not
Dude,
happening.
when people like when I'm like trying really hard to hear and like they're just like monotone and like kind of mumbling,
It's-
like I'm more just like looking at them like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Like I'm not listening because I'm mad now. You know, like
Yeah.
you're not even trying to have a conversation.
I have that issue because my voice is low,
And you're
but-
dyslexic.
and I'm dyslexic. I found it today.
Yeah.
My life's changing in front of my eyes. I was like, I have to change my voice so that people listen to me more. Because
Yeah.
before I was like, what up?
Yeah.
I like to aim my mouth at people. I feel like that helps.
What the hell?
When I'm talking to them,
It
it's
sounds aggressive.
You
like
do this.
it's like how Aquaman has that little wave he can
Yeah.
send. I do that with my
Yeah,
mouth to
sonic
your
waves.
mouth. So like I'm putting my words right in your
Oh.
face.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's from talking on a microphone because you kind of got to point your mouth at the mic.
Was it in SpongeBob where they opened their mouths and like unicorn stuff came out?
And I think that's
And
a weird porn you watched
true.
at some point.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I forgot what it was in.
It's the
But they were connecting
Sounds like porn.
Might be porn. Now that I think about it.
Unicorn shit?
Alex always getting things mixed up with the porn he
Yeah.
watches.
I'm dyslexic.
I'm dyslexic. That's a porn too.
Ooh. Damn.
We got ourselves a title.
We got ourselves a porn,
No,
fellas.
Hey, Johnny.
Let's stay away from the nether.
Put it
region
on the
for
tapes.
One more episode. Like we already got Beyonce. Have you all seen? So, what do you guys think about Bruno Mars?
Just in
For
general?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Very short individual.
Wait. No, you're going to have to... I don't know
No,
the
Bruno
story.
Mars for Thanksgiving.
Bruno Mars for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Like eating
instead
them
of turkey.
for the-
Yeah, they have Bruno Mars's now. No, he's providing 24,000 like meals for people in Hawaii.
Oh,
Is
cool.
he from Hawaii?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
One of those islands.
Yeah, one of the islands.
that's kind of
24,000 meals. That's good.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of people getting
That's a
food.
lot of meals.
Are there 24,000 people in Hawaii?
I think now.
Yeah. No.
Give us the facts.
Ever since Bruno Mars moved there,
I don't even really like Thanksgiving. It's a weird holiday when you think about it.
I like it.
I love
But like
Thanksgiving.
if you think about the origins of it, it's like
Yeah.
sad, sort of. Like,
Yeah.
It is sad.
I think that's with a lot of
my-
holidays.
Brock, those are your people. What your one?
1/16th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm hurting.
I enjoy it for the fact of like my memories with it.
Yeah.
You know,
The
like
thing, it's just one of those things like Cinco de Mayo and like other like holidays that just evolved into something else that gets celebrated differently. Like
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day doesn't mean shit to a lot of people, but a lot of people have fun on it.
Yeah, the snakes
And-
out of Ireland or something.
yeah, I would look
Sneaking,
at
snagging, hooking.
it to where like instead of looking at it like as a very very shitty situation, which it was, like
Yeah.
we celebrated because it was so shitty. Like
Yeah.
we gotta
Okay.
like, put it in light.
Yeah, like how they
there-
changed Columbus Day to like Indigenous People Day.
Yeah. So
I
I
feel
don't
like there are a
really
lot
look
of
at it.
awkward looks around the table at the first Thanksgiving because they don't know the same
Mm.
language.
Oh, that's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
And
everybody's
they
like, kind of
look-
just glancing at each other like, hey.
They look different too.
There were a lot of closed mouth nods. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Where are your pants?
Where are your pants? Yeah. Southern accents.
That's what I pictured.
They started like that, yeah. It'd be more like, where art thou
Yeah.
breeches?
Those pants are now missing.
Thou's
Find
breeches.
Yeah, that had to have been awkward. I wonder like what the real story of that is. Kind of.
And it's probably pretty not like significant.
Yeah.
Really.
Just like, hey,
It'll
look at
turn
those
into
people.
a big thing.
Do you think right away they were like, let's have Thanksgiving next year? Like, or it was a while later like,
This
guys,
was so fun. We should do this every year.
And the guy gives a back massage.
So, like,
the random back
Like next
massage.
year, third Thursday, we're all getting together again. Watch football. That was the first Thanksgiving.
put on our snuggies.
Yeah.
Hopefully you brought some pants.
Yeah.
Next year, you're not making the mac and cheese. I could tell that was Kraft.
Velveeta over here.
Dude, I bet the first Thanksgiving food was whack.
For real, it'd be
Oh.
like fish and a piece of bread.
Yeah, they didn't even have like. Well, I guess they had wine, but I bet it was shitty wine.
It's probably some damn good wine, really. When you think about it, it tasted terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
No
Shit.
preservatives.
Prison wine, bro. That's where it started.
Can you imagine someone just rolls up with like a 6-pack of Bud Light? Just
Yeah.
like dilly dilly.
Dilly.
But like the food was just like shitty bread, like dry ass turkey. Like, it's probably whack
It
as
probably
fuck.
wasn't even turkey, really. Like,
Yeah, actually, I don't think it was. I
don't
think they did
Native
establish
Americans
that.
really
Squirrels.
No, it was fish, probably mostly. Right?
I don't know. Where was it?
I don't know.
Probably like East Coast somewhere.
Who knows,
Hey,
dude?
they had clam chowder, just like my mama used to make.
Louisiana.
If you ever-
Goddamn whip gumbo, the first Thanksgiving, crowd at it. The first Thanksgiving could have went a lot of ways. They really could.
Picture the first Thanksgiving in every state.
Wisconsin, like, oh, hater, got the cheese plate set up for you.
Cheese and mayonnaise.
Where else? California, like, cuz we got burgers with extra mustard. We keep going. Now, let's just cut it off there for now.
no, one more. You got one more.
Let's do like Seattle. You know, like Canada.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh people talk weird. Have you ever heard Pittsburgh people talk? They like have like their own like language.
No.
It's
New
like
York.
New York. Yeah, I could do New York.
Let's hear it.
Eh.
Not mobster. Don't do mobster.
I was totally gonna do Italian.
Always do. Hey, as if it's the first thing that's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's New York,
That's New
dude.
York.
Skip.
Hey, cocksuckers! I got a slice of pizza. Oh. That's how, I can't do any New York besides that. What else is New York?
You don't have to be a mobster.
I'm not a mobster. I'm just an Italian guy over from the South Side. This is turning into something that it's not. I told you I should have stopped.
All right, guys. I want to cover our fan mail. Is it
Yes,
cool?
I love the fan mail.
Yes, all right.
Shout out to the fans.
So we got a piece here. Dear Jab, My GF and I have been dating for 5 years now, and we've been pretty happy.
Nice.
She's recently started talking to an old friend from high school. They've had lunch and gone grocery shopping together. I tagged along for lunch once, and it was really awkward. He said I made him uncomfortable and asked me not to come anymore. I'm pretty suspicious, but she says there's nothing to worry about. Am I being paranoid? I'm not sure what to do. Help a brother out.
I like the sign off. Not real big on the whole situation.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I'd feel about that. Like the thing, like I'm cool with like the girl that I'm with, like talking to other guys and like being friends with them because I don't think like she just cut off any like male interaction. I've had like girls that have like were cool with their ex and stuff, and that's okay.
How
but
did it
like,
work out for you?
but like like the guy telling me that I made him uncomfortable with like my girl, like that's where I think I would like feel like pretty weird about it.
Yeah, especially if she like took his side and was like, "Well, Mia can't hang out with us anymore." I'd be pretty.
Yeah,
it'd be suspicious for sure.
Huh? Yeah. So the guy.
I'll be honest. My brain goes right away is like to the obvious, like that there's something going on there. But let's try to look at the flip side. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's just a really nice guy.
Honestly, okay. Let's do.
What a great relationship.
No, let's do that. Okay, so there's the girl has a friend and she's dating the guy, right? So she wants to involve the guy, like, hey, you should meet my friend. They go out to lunch and the guy makes it weird because he's insecure and jealous about the whole situation. And the girl and the guy are both like, yeah, you're kind of making this weird. Can you see it from that angle? I can. That actually makes sense. And I didn't think about that right away, but that makes sense to me.
And that's what I say. Go date him. Fuck this shit.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that's fucking with my emotional state. Like, I don't want to be thinking that.
But they're just friends.
Yeah, but still, like, the way that was worded.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't want to ever feel like that. And if you can't acknowledge my emotional feeling from like that, if I did that to you, hey, we're not meant for each other.
It is weird. I don't. That'd be pretty uncomfortable. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, obviously, I want to be like, yeah, they can all like we're all just hanging out, but deep down, I'm gonna be paranoid.
I think some guys would bring like a certain level of insecurity to that situation,
right.
and if you don't, it's like,
it
probably wouldn't be that way. But I don't know. Grocery shopping's a line for me. I don't like that's
grocery
that.
shopping.
I don't like.
Yeah.
It's weird. Grocery shopping is like pretty like I don't know why, but maybe it's because I fucking love food. But
I feel like
that's an intimate experience.
Yeah.
The only people that love grocery shopping people or together are like people who like have a connection, you know, like who like they want like, hey, we should go grocery shop. Like,
it would suck to go on like an aisle that you don't like.
Dude,
like you know what I mean? Just be like we don't have a connection. It's like I have to sit here now.
This is kind of a side note. My ex and I would go grocery shopping. I hated going with her because she wanted to look through every aisle. I was like, I need 5 things. Like, let's go. We were there for like an hour. Just like, no, I want to look.
I know
like,
exactly where they are.
I'll be in the car,
dude.
You buy your own groceries.
I went through a breakup with this girl, and we used to grocery shop together all the time. The first time I went grocery shopping by myself was like I was like out riding the cart through the aisles. It was just the best feeling. Yeah, something about it was just like like because we always fought at the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Like, for some reason we just like a trigger. We always get in arguments.
Yeah,
nobody
wants to be there.
I was like that with my ex too.
Bro.
Always get in arguments at the grocery store.
Is it about butts? You're looking at butts?
Probably.
I always make it hard because if they're in front of you, they see the butt first, and then by the time you hit that,
they're looking at you. Look at it.
Yeah, they catch you. They catch you.
Girls have quick eyes, dude. Girls can see butts from miles away.
I know. It's like just a butt.
Huh.
Yeah. It really is just a butt. Anyway,
but back to the main thing. Yeah, grocery shopping is really intimate. It's kind of the line. I think if I was a brother out, what I would do is like have a conversation with both of them and just kind of gauge it. Like, hey, so this is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why I make you uncomfortable. Did I do something? You know, you have to kind of ask questions because otherwise it's just gonna get weirder. When there's no communication in a situation, people just assume shit. Now it's like it just turns and twists into this weird monster because there's no communication on what we're doing.
Okay, and then like me asking questions, that's one thing, but her also not knowing that I have those questions and not answering them. Like she's putting herself in a situation that makes me question it. Yeah. So why do I like?
Alec don't like his girls asking no questions.
Well, no, not that. Is if like if I have to go out of my way and ask questions all the time because I'm suspicious of some things, like I don't want to deal with that either. Like my relationship to me is something that doesn't need to be that to that extent.
But do you feel that she should sacrifice a friend that she has because of like you feeling insecure?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do the same?
Mm-hmm. I think I have.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like that happens more so like flipped where like if I had a girlfriend or like and this guy, you know, he's hanging out with a girl, that girl's gonna be suspicious as hell,
especially alone.
Yeah, especially.
I don't know.
Imagine the girl's like, you're making us uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I feel like that's what's gonna lead to is like now, so to say, he doesn't ask any questions, she doesn't answer any questions, and then he feels like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a girl and like do the same thing with, and now that's just like a mutual. Now it's a shit show.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly,
a contest,
yeah.
like who can make the other person
Yeah.
more jealous.
And
I've
that's
seen
not
it.
healthy
I've
at
seen
all.
it 1,000 times.
Communication is so important. Even just
Yeah.
like when you don't understand something, you're just gonna make it your own thing, and we tend to be pretty.
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's the worst case
And
scenario.
I just know me as like how I am, and if I was in that situation, most likely I'm not gonna ask the questions. I'm like, all right, you fuck up, it's over. Like,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
Just because that's how I am. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I think like if I had a girlfriend who had a man and he was uncomfortable, like I would go straight to him and have the conversation with him. Like, look, I know this might be weird for you, but like I have no intentions.
Right.
Because I think you lay it on the table. That's
Yeah,
not weird.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? But,
absolutely.
like, if he goes unsaid, because we always make the assumptions. Like a dude can act as comfortable as he wants to, but he's always gonna be in the back of his mind. There's a little bit of him who's like.
And I guarantee that guy said that to the girl. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that to the brother out.
And that was like very similar to what happened to me in my past.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, I'm like, this is my really good friend. We're gonna go out and eat and all that stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. Like I trust you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
But I knew like deep down, I was like, hey, do you?
Yeah, if they're gonna do it,
they're gonna do it.
Yeah, so yeah, I think like just communicating and seeing kind of where it goes, because it's a tough situation, though, man.
Yeah,
Because 5 years is a long time,
and it can be damaging when you look too much into it. You know, like
Yeah.
because if you spend all your time thinking about it, you're not going to be thinking about the positives of the situation or any good part of that. You're only going to be thinking about the bad.
the bad.
But you need to know if you are able to unthink it.
Yeah, and that's the tough part. Like, how do you get that off your mind if you truly do care? Yeah.
I know I would go to work. I would, and just be like thinking about it all the time. Just be like, this fucking sucks. This
Yeah.
isn't worth. Like, even if it was clarified, and I'm like, oh, it's instead of like hanging out with me tonight, she wants to hang out with this guy.
Yeah.
Well, great.
Yeah.
I've been pretty direct with things like that, where I've like gone straight to the guy and be like, "What's going on?"
Oh yeah. That
Because
makes
like
sense.
I just feel like again, it's like it'd rather be uncomfortable. Actually, at one time I had to call this guy out, and I went straight to him. I sent him a message because he's like was kind of trying to talk to her, and went straight to him, sent him a message. He didn't say anything to me, but then he went off on her, and I was just like, this shows a lot about the kind of man you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even say, you can't even reply to anything. And I even like said in the message, I was like, I'm not trying to do like some macho stuff. I just want to understand where your head's at. Like, why are you doing this? You know, is there something that I need to know?
And you also like confrontation.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
See, I don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
Let me
I like
ask
logical confrontation where it's like it just makes sense.
It makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
And like if someone trips, if you just present it to them like that, like I'm not trying to be aggressive. If someone just trips, then they can go fucking fuck themselves. Like that's what
Well,
Let me ask you a question. Do we know how old this person is? Did they say?
No.
Okay. I think like the older I get, the more understanding I am that people have friends of the other sex and hang out. You know, like I think that's something I used to trip about a lot more when I was like 18. You know, like, oh, you can't hang out with guys. But I think the older I get, the more I realize that it's kind of hard to like get friends, to come by friends that you want to like hang out with. So
And then
like,
they don't want to F you though.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to try to think that everyone has like a decent respect for the relationship that I'm in.
yeah, and that's where I come with like, I think everyone deep down knows their partner, if it's a man or a woman, whatever it is. Like if you have ulterior motives or not, and if you trust them.
No, bro. I disagree. Both of us have been in relationships for multiple years where we thought we knew someone and we didn't.
I knew I didn't. I was just scared of the confrontation.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just didn't know.
That's
Yeah.
kind of how I was in my last
Yeah,
relationship.
I was
I just didn't want to say anything
Yeah,
because
it
I
was
knew it was going
Crazy.
to blow
Maybe I
up.
didn't. I don't know.
And then I was thinking like, well, maybe,
Well, I think for me, like I thought I did for a while. Then towards the end, I was like, I kind of knew. Like I get like what you're saying is right too, but I also know what Alec was saying.
Yeah.
And I would talk to my friends about it, and they'd like all tell me the same things. I was like, no,
Yeah.
no,
Not her.
I had that
Yeah.
conversation recently with people too. It's just like when like everyone, like your friends, like disapprove, and you're like, you don't know them.
Yeah.
They always know.
Yeah.
They always know. Or
Yeah.
like if like my mom doesn't like you, like that's gonna change the way I think about you.
Right.
You know?
And that's where like I always see like if there's someone that I want to be with, like I don't want to play any games. Like
Yeah.
usually if they say that to me, I'm like, oh shit, like you already know how my like emotional state is because you already in the same situation. Like why would you put yourself? I always say like out to the sharks.
Yeah.
Like you're putting yourself out to the sharks. You might get bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Damn, that was a cold ass analogy.
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
Fuck yeah.
Shark week.
I think also with this situation, if someone's not gonna like maneuver to try to be in your life or make you feel comfortable and happy, it says a lot about how much they value that position in their life. Like your mom, remember? So Brock and I, when we were kids, he got in trouble a few times, and like both times were with me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my fault. It was him making his own bad decisions.
For sure.
And his mom like told me like I can't hang out with him, like he can't be your friend anymore. And like I wanted to be his friend, so like I remember writing his mom a letter, asking telling her like I'm sorry, like I know there's bad decisions that we made, and like I reached out and wrote her a letter to be his friend because I want to be friends with him. And then I'm pretty sure I fucked it up again. No, you got pulled over, didn't you? Was that after you got pulled over? I think that's after the letter.
Yeah, but that wasn't involving you.
Yeah, and then so because I wanted to be my friend, so like if your girl doesn't want to put the effort in to ease your mind about how you feel about a relationship she has, how much does she value you? Yeah, no, she values that. It sounds like she values the other person a lot.
And that's
I get that for sure. What would be like final words of advice for this gentleman?
Communicate, man.
Yeah, just
tell her how you feel. Tell him how you feel.
Be
like,
honest.
reach out to him.
Yeah. If you can communicate, that's key.
And if you reach out to him and he decides to not respond to you and just is like avoiding you, again, that just says something. There's a certain level of guilt with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like if he's gonna be a man and talk to you about it, maybe you guys can be friends soon and it won't be weird.
That's what I would like to do too. If my girl if Sylvie wanted to hang out with someone, I'm like, okay, can I like hang out with you guys? And like we can all be friends. Right.
Exactly.
And see where that goes.
For sure.
Because if you're hiding friends, something's up.
Regardless of the outcome, they'll feel better about having that conversation. Yeah. You know, for sure. Like, they'll feel better about having the conversation, knowing it. You know, like, because, like, things could go poorly, but at least, like, that's happening now. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, at least you got that conversation out there and you're aware, rather than just, like, thinking about it, because that's worse.
And he's not married, right?
He didn't say. He said they've been together for 5 years. He said GF, my GF.
Let's get a ring time, baby. Let's do or die.
Too much.
Tie the knot while you can.
But, dude, that marriage shit, bro. Every time it just makes my tummy hurt.
Just keep coming back to marriage.
I know. It's because everybody's getting married right now. Everybody's going to weddings and stuff.
And it sucks because if you get married like very soon in your relationship, say 5 years comes and that happens, like that's some jeopardizing shit.
Humans are such deceptive creatures. Like we just like are so weird. You don't like that? Creatures.
This is a funny way to describe humans. Like when I think of creatures, I think of like like cartoon monsters and stuff like that. But I guess that like the way you're describing like humans to be like that's a good
Monsters
way to
Inc.
do it. You're kind of like people are fucking monsters.
Yeah.
Like they're deceptive and manipulative, and it's like it's shitty to think about. But not all people are like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some good people out there. I truly think like we like talk about like like shit goes bad blah, blah blah, like I'm never getting married. Like I guarantee like you could find someone that would like treat you right. It's just like maybe you won't for a while, or maybe you don't ever, but like there is someone out there that you could be happily married with. There's no doubt in my mind.
I've been contemplating marrying an inanimate object.
Really?
Yeah.
What would it be? Like a body pillow?
A shoe or something?
Like an anime body pillow?
Something I can wear, like a pair of boxers.
Shoe?
Yeah.
Dude,
what if it tears?
You're gonna fuck that shoe.
The shoe and I have an open relationship.
Oh, okay. The shoe gets to fuck other people.
Shoes
too.
are freaky.
I bet, dude.
You get a couple of pairs of shoes together.
Does she have a sister?
So this episode of The Jab is brought to you by Brock Stuffin'. Hey Brock, what'd you eat for Thanksgiving?
No, say what are you bringing to Thanksgiving?
What are you bringing to Thanksgiving?
Every year I brings my Every year I got to bring my stuffing.
What stuffing?
I bring Brock's dressing.
Oh, it's good.
It's the best the dressing and the stuffing you can get.
It's the stuffing for the dressings.
Every year I gotta bring my Brock's dressing. Thanksgiving spreads ain't nothing without Brock's dressing.
Get you some this Thursday.
You can't have turkey without Brock's dressing.
He's coming for the stuffing.
I'm a stuffing your Thanksgiving with my dressing.
Phil, you tell me with Brock's gravy.
So this Thanksgiving, don't forget to not bring the Brock's dressing. It'll put some stuffing to the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. This Thanksgiving, bring your Brock stuffing. Use code word JAB at checkout. Now back to the jab.
On this episode of Dude.
Bro.
What? A local teacher in California was arrested after he was involved in an altercation with a student in class.
Hell yeah, teacher fight.
So he basically punched the student in the face.
Who started it?
That's the question.
It's got to be the kid.
Was it self-defense?
I saw the video. Did you see the video?
Hmm?
You see the video?
No, I did not. What happened?
I think
Give me a play-by-play.
the kid was like,
He was standing already.
yeah, they're both up in the front of the class. They said us for dress code violation, and the kid was like, "Bring it, N-word," and he was like getting in his face.
Whoa.
He was like calling him on in front of the classroom. And the
White
teacher
kid,
hit him.
black teacher?
both black.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like something that was kind of like building up over time.
Yeah.
Like this teacher just didn't like this kid over time, and obviously as a teacher you shouldn't punch a kid. You should know that.
Yeah.
As an adult, you should not hit a kid. Kids have stupid, they have big mouths. They're gonna say stuff they don't mean. One time I was in a family video when I was 12, and I flexed on somebody, right? And I was kind of a big 12-year-old. He started coming across the store towards me, and I was like, "What are you doing, hit a 12-year-old?" That's a perfect example of a 12-year-old being stupid
Classic
shit.
12-year-old.
People are
Yeah.
saying it's also racist.
But he's
They're both
or
black?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
that
a
he
whole
was
new-
racist to black people?
That's a whole new standard right there.
Yeah.
We sure they're both black?
Yeah, I saw the video, bro.
How is it racist? Are they any elaboration on that?
Yes, the teacher was giving racial slurs to the student.
Huh.
Oh wait, the teacher was saying them to the student.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So then race was brought into the equation.
I see. That's weird.
Yeah. So
Like as an adult black
mean,
educator that you would like bring down like black
I
kids.
did
like
see
that.
a Dave Chappelle episode where there was a black guy who was racist to black people.
Do you think that's what it was?
I mean,
No.
That guy's blind. Clayton
I
Bigsby.
feel like it's hard to know what happened in there. Media is weird.
This is totally just like prejudgment, not knowing the situation at all. But I'm pretty sure the kid probably started it.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
teachers aren't out here just fighting kids, but like kids are down to fight teachers. But you know, there's probably escalated into the teacher saying some hurtful shit, and at that point, the kid was ready to square up.
yeah.
So
in front of the class.
did the
too.
kid hit the principal first, and the principal defended himself and hit the kid? Is that what happened?
No, the teacher struck.
Yeah.
Teacher swung first.
And
Hey.
the kid didn't really hit him back.
How was
Here.
that self defense?
Dude,
Let's
he had
take a
something-
moment and watch the video.
He had something in his hand he was hitting him with.
Yeah, there was some object in him.
Let's have Brock. We'll see what Brock's reaction is after he sees the video.
The student was taken to a local hospital.
The student returned back to school 3 days later, pieced up.
Still wanting to fight.
Okay, so after the video, there are some new information bits here. They
They
weren't
heard
both
it.
black. The kid who was Hispanic. So then the kid was the one who said the racial slurs to the teacher and called him the N-word.
Yeah.
So after that being said, it does change things a little bit. I was surprised to see that they started GoFundMe to raise that much money for the teacher.
That kid had to be an
1,000.
asshole.
Yeah, I mean, like I know teachers stick together for sure. They have to.
I only speak from experience and being in high school at one time, a long time
A
ago.
little bit.
You went to school?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was kidding.
Yeah,
I went on. I went on.
see you there.
I went on Thursdays to find out when the parties were Friday.
Oh, okay, got it.
So some kids, when they get up in class, those are the kids that need to be hit because it's not. It's a reoccurring thing. Every kid that I saw like get up and want to like piece up the teacher, I was like, wow, he's
should
been
get
doing
it.
this for
Yeah.
a long time, and he might need to get punched.
Those those kids probably like I can't speak for all of them, but they probably like get it like somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They probably get beat up somewhere else. So they probably like want to fight the teacher
Yeah.
because they know the teacher's not gonna fight back.
And maybe in that school, like they're the tough guys, but somewhere else they're not tough guys. So like you're in front of all your peers and like teachers squaring you up. This is do or die.
Yeah.
When I went to boarding school, and they're we had CPOs, they're child protection officers, so they're basically like security guards that roam the campus. And we had like it's weird because they could put hands on us. Like they'd do neutral hold where they bend your arm behind your back and pull your wrist up towards your shoulder, and they'd bend you over and walk you places like that when you're fucked up. So it's like you developed because they could put hands on you. You developed like, respect for them. Like okay, like that guy is strong and fast. Like I'm
For
not
sure.
gonna- you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was weird.
My-
but then it became
yeah.
like a game. Like we would like try to run away from
Outrun
them.
them,
And like get away from them and stuff. It's just weird.
Yeah, my dad went to Catholic school and he said the nuns used to beat on them for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. Back then this wouldn't have been a big deal. It's like teachers took care of business.
Yeah.
Pieced up the
And
kid.
the kid came back the next day and learned how to do math.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in class front center this day.
I bet you want to stand up and do that again.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So, yeah, dude, that's
I
crazy.
think you deserved it, bro. Like,
yeah,
if you're gonna run your mouth like that and you just like
Like-
because you're protected, you should deserve it.
Even when I went to Central, like the alternative high school, dude, that would happen a
Yeah.
lot. And the teacher's just like, sit down. You don't want this smoke. Like,
Oh yeah.
you don't want this. And like, I had some big teachers in there. Like,
Yeah.
they're just like, sit down, dude. Why do you
Yeah.
want? Like, you really want to do this right now?
Well, we talked about it before on this podcast. How it'd be shitty to be like a teacher, especially like high school or like middle school, because those kids will fucking roast you. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll go in on you because they don't really have anything to lose.
Just like 10 years of getting roasted. It
Yeah.
adds up.
So like yeah, that's what it was because like and they were saying that not sure if it's self defense. Like that kid didn't swing first. The teacher just
Yeah,
pieced
he
him up
pieced
because he
him
was
up.
angry. So like when it comes down to it, in my opinion, I think it was the teacher's fault. Like maybe the kid did deserve it, but you can't just hit a kid.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get that no matter what. He's probably gonna go back to class and kids are gonna still talk shit to him. You know, like not everyone's gonna be like, oh, he hit the last kid who did that. I mean, fuck you, like hit me too. I want that check. That's what I would think.
He's getting a check.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid's getting a
grand's
check.
not
No,
much
the
in the
teacher's
situation,
getting a
though.
check.
Yeah, what is that money going to? Like
The
legal
lawyer
fees?
Legal fees.
Yeah.
Man. And plus, like he's not gonna be able to be a teacher.
No, definitely.
So he's not getting a check. He could probably be a bus driver.
Maybe like an alternative school.
Wait, did you ever see that video of the bus driver who punched that girl? He's like, "You gonna learn today?" No, wait, that wasn't it. But he's like, "You going to jail now?" And like uppercutted that girl.
No.
Damn, it's a great video. I recommend watching it. YouTube search bus driver uppercut. You'll find it. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he's got a future in driving the city bus.
Or UFC, baby.
Can you imagine? What if this was like the career starter? Because he pieced that kid up. Like he's good with his hands.
But he's a child.
That might know how to fight.
Kids can't fight, bro.
Dude, you could fight.
That kid could.
That kid was skin and bones, bro.
I've
Yeah,
seen
Jordan,
kids
you might
fight.
have pieced him up.
I could have punched him, but
High
he's
school.
an adult. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's
yeah.
not strong
Old
enough.
man strength is real,
For real,
dude.
dude.
Seriously. Even like out of shape old dudes, like they got
They're
that fucking
strong,
old man
man.
strength. Yeah, just
Yeah.
strong. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that like the older you get, you just like are strong. You're just like stronger because
He's
you
been
think
around
like
for
they
a long
get
time.
like weak. You know,
Yeah. Dad strength.
dad strength is a real thing. Like
Yeah.
Muscles have been used longer.
Have you
yeah,
ever been like
Damn, that's
handled
crazy.
by like an adult, like a
Yeah.
older man? It's scary, bro. Their hands hurt.
yeah. But man hands,
Yeah.
especially like in high school, like where they like getting arrested or like fucking the school like liaison officer or whatever. Like when they fucking grab you, it's like holy shit, you got big hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like man hands. Granted, I was like 16, but still, you know, like that happened.
Damn.
My fucking old man strength. That's crazy, man.
I don't think I've ever been grabbed.
Never?
You've been arrested before.
Yeah, but not grabbed.
Yeah.
How did they?
Yeah.
I just
It's,
put
Did
my
they
hands
just,
behind
like-
my back.
They just like, all right, put
Club?
your hands in the cuffs.
Yeah.
Damn, I
every
wish,
time I've
dude.
been like handled by a cop, like they squeeze and like
Just-
really
yeah,
tight. If I was
squeeze,
in, like,
yeah.
if I was in, like squeezed a lot.
hmm
Maybe I just don't remember.
I remember that one
I
time
was wasted.
I got arrested, and they're like, "How do the cuffs feel?" I was like, "Actually, they kind of hurt." And they're just like, "It's like, why the fuck do you
Well,
ask
the
me?"
cuffs hurt.
Yeah.
The cuffs suck, especially
Well, no,
in the back
I
of
was
the
just,
car.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, you can't sit.
Oh, it fucking hurts.
Yeah, what do you do with your
I remember
hands?
screaming like, "Loosen my cuffs!"
Dude, one time.
Really?
Yeah, at the driver. At the driver.
One of my
I didn't
brothers.
have my shoes on.
Like,
either.
help!
One of my brothers and I got cuffed to like the front bumper of a police truck, like
What?
handcuffed to it while they were talking to another person.
Damn.
And I started thinking shit like, what if like a wolf came out of nowhere and like attacked them and like we're just like cuffed to the bumper? It's a very like.
And then the wolf cut off the like handcuffs and started talking like you're free to go. That'd be fucking badass. Like you howled once. Like,
He trained you how to
gets
be a
going.
wolf.
yeah, everybody. Wolfman
Yeah.
is actually like a wolf superhero. Oh, Animorphs, dude. Yeah.
The book fair. That's the only book
Book
that I
fair.
wanted.
Yeah, I never read them. They
Never.
just looked cool.
They looked
the
cool.
covers looked cool. I was like,
I
damn,
had
they
eyes-
transforming to a caterpillar.
I had I Spy books and Animorphs.
The worst power. You just become a caterpillar. Not even a giant one, just a normal
and you don't get to
caterpillar.
live to a butterfly. You just die a caterpillar.
Yeah.
Wait, caterpillars are like the same like mind and spirit, right? They turn into
Yeah.
butterflies.
Yeah, that's dumb.
They probably like go through like puberty though. They change.
They sleep and yeah.
Can you imagine just like waking up just like holy shit I'm not ugly anymore?
No, I'd be like, holy
Dude,
shit, I'm not
every
ugly
night.
And
anymore.
you can fly.
Every night. What?
And you can fly.
Caterpillars?
Yeah, they turn into butterflies. They can fly.
Oh yeah, like you just like learn how
That's
to
a
fly.
huge upgrade, bro.
Yeah, dude, big glow up. I mean, that's what happened. Like when a lot of people go through puberty, it's just like they just turn out to be better versions of themselves.
Yeah, I did. I was an ugly duckling.
Yeah.
Then one day, some
Me
girl
too.
said something to me, and I was like, "What?" And I like literally ran inside the gym, and I like, looked at myself, and I was like, "Oh shit, I am like
What,
yeah.
dude? That's sad as hell.
Yeah. 'Cause
Damn.
I was a fat kid with pimples, and then the
Yeah.
pimples started going away, and I stopped being like as fat.
Mm.
And it's changed up
Yeah.
the world.
Dude, puberty.
I think everybody needs to be an ugly duckling. You should be ugly when you're a kid. It gives you personality.
Al, you ever been ugly?
Yeah, I had a lot of acne.
Yeah, when I first saw Alec, I thought he was a girl. Remember your picture? when you were
What picture?
little?
Mama Cornels.
It's like second grade. You had like a vest on up to here.
Yeah,
you look
it's
just like
bad.
your sister.
I
Like
know.
if you
Yeah.
We look a lot alike.
Yeah.
She could
You
go.
look like you could be twins.
Yeah. I was good. We should have her like go to the gym and see if anyone notices.
Oh,
Like,
fake beard,
Yeah.
like braid her hair.
Pants, remember?
I could wear pants. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Brock, you were kind of a. I don't know.
No, I was pretty fucking ugly.
But everybody loved you. You can get
Yeah,
treated
but
like
that
a-
doesn't say anything about my physical appearance.
Yeah.
Nobody liked me because I was like fat and chubby and had acne.
I think that's exactly why they liked you.
Really?
Yeah, you're fun.
That's why everyone hates me. I'm so good looking.
Definitely.
We're the only ones who stuck around.
Oh, thanks.
We love
Because you think you're better looking than me? Is that why you have me
Yeah, we
around?
can- we
I'm
can
the
all-
ugly friend.
we can. Damn.
Yeah, you gotta have one.
Hey.
Just let you guys think.
Yeah.
No.
It's finally time to tell you.
Everyone's just like looking around at each other. It's like, who's the ugly friend?
You ever think about like if dogs look at us and like are attracted to us and like they think we're good looking? Like if a dog is like looking at a human, is like that's a fucking
Like a
sexy
handsome
person.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, like I want to fuck that person?
Yeah.
Oh.
They hump people.
They do hump people.
Or like okay, so
I wonder.
if they were aliens, how long do you take you to come around to like trying to see what's up with an alien? Like if you're on Tinder and you're swiping,
And then it started to be aliens?
and then it's like alien chick.
Does it look like a human?
Let's say they're like humanish. Like
Kind of.
the general
They have
shape is the
boobs?
same, but like things are
like
different.
Star Wars girls, kind of.
Yeah, blue. They're like purple with like.
Do they have boobs?
They have boobs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in.
I'm in.
You wouldn't be like nervous. Like,
Nope.
Wait, are there human girls and alien girls?
Yeah, there's options.
But what if...
Earth? Okay, hold on.
How are their personalities?
So there's there's like you've heard of Earth 2? Like an Earth inside of the Earth.
Is that like the sequel to Earth?
It's
Wait,
Earth.
Earth, like inner Earth?
Inner Earth.
Isn't that
Wait.
like Lord of the Rings?
No, that's
Middle Earth.
Yeah,
That's different?
That's confusing.
I think I have an idea.
What is Earth?
Earth is like
If I know what you're,
Earth
I think I know what you're
yeah,
talking
it's
about.
like okay. So over Antarctica, I suppose there's like a big
Oh,
entrance. Yeah,
Dude, I watched
Earth,
a little thing
Wait, a
on
big
that.
what?
entrance, like a big hole.
To Antarctica.
Yeah, no, it's in in
Yeah.
Antarctica,
Oh, okay.
and it's an entrance to Earth.
And what they say is since like Google and all that is controlled, they take it off the maps
Mhm.
so that you can't look at it and see it. And since media is
And you can't
controlled,
fly there.
yeah,
It's
and
no fly zone.
there was one person that
Why?
flew there, and like got turned around and had like the experience of his life. I think you know more about it.
So the pilot said that this was like the 50s, and it's like an experienced pilot. Like he was one of the I think he flew around the world, or he flew like the longest or something. He was like
Yeah.
one of the record-setting people for like piloting, and so he was like a decorated, I think admiral is what they call him. What do they
Cool.
call him in the military when you're like I don't know colonel or something? He was high ranking,
Cool.
and so he was flying towards Earth hole Antarctica.
So he knew about Earth?
No, he didn't. He
Oh, he was just flying in
told,
general
he was
direction.
trying to take a shortcut to get back, and he had a crew with him too, like several other people.
Okay.
And he essentially like got lost, kind of. And he said he started seeing like green pastures and like just beautiful landscape. And then two saucers came to the sides of him, and they had swastikas on them, like swastika-like shapes on them. And and a voice came over the radio and was like, "You're safe. You're gonna be landed soon." And he was brought down to this different place, Earth. And he called them the Ariani, or that's what this race is called, because apparently like the Ariani are the offspring of the
Aryan
Nazis.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Nazis, and so there's like 250,000 Germans that were like missing from Germany after the war, and supposedly that's where they went as Earth.
What the
And that's
fuck?
and what they say is that's where Hitler got all his nuclear bombs
Mm-hmm.
and things, and that's why he was the world leader because he was able to go there because they accepted him,
Barter with Earth.
Mhm. And that's
Wow.
when he was able to take over.
So yeah, they sent him back, and like he was there for like 3 hours, and he like tried to tell people, and he wrote like a whole thing about it, and it's just kind of been like swept under the rug.
Yeah,
Earth.
it's really weird.
Probably because everyone thinks he's crazy, right?
When
It
I-
sounds crazy.
When I
It's like
heard the
fiction.
story, this is weird. So I was actually I was Ubering, and the person in the car with me told me all about this. So there's nothing I can do, and it was pretty decent Uber talk because because it was intriguing. I'm like, what? And he was saying actual names of people that I've heard of. Like, there's someone on Joe Rogan's podcast, and Joe Rogan asks them a whole bunch of questions, and he's like, I can't answer that. It's confidential, and like people are after me for those answers. So it's kind of suspicious and shit. And he was like naming people that guy was naming on the podcast.
Wow.
So he like did
Admiral Byrd.
yeah.
Last name's Byrd.
I used to live with a Y.
Right.
Yeah, that's a like famous pilot, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
Are you
think that's it.
serious?
That's who it was. Yeah.
And yeah, so he's basically like dug into this and like he looks like one of those guys that trapped himself in a room and like read a whole bunch of stuff.
Eddie Bravo.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah, and like all these people, and like it's so conspiracy that it's like whoa, but it makes you think like what the.
Because it's just like Antarctica. How do you fly to like green pastures? It's like supposed to be just all ice caps. You know, and, like people, like animals, don't even really live there. Like in the like center. Yeah.
But have you been?
No.
Do you know anyone who's gone?
I mean, there are people who have gone to Antarctica, but maybe not.
But they only go in like small groups. Like you can't like you just there's a lot of
it's hard to survive there.
and there's a lot of military bases there.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like it's all almost confidential.
But okay, so with climate change, like the ice caps are melting. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like,
Maybe it's just something happening with Earth.
Maybe it's so.
whoa, no.
Well, you know, so
It's all the
when
there's
they
so
first
many other shit.
when they first discovered it, when they first were like planning to go to Antarctica, they sent like I think it's something like 45,000 troops and like tanks and planes
To Earth?
to Antarctica to like
Oh.
be stationed there. That's what they said. They said it wasn't like an invasion or anything, but that's like what they came with was like preparation for a war, like a battle. They came with like excessive amounts of stuff, like troops and
So maybe they just like started their own society there.
Well, maybe they just didn't know what was gonna happen.
Or there was already a society there.
Yeah.
What if they still think we're in war?
What if we are? I don't know.
Well, what they say
Well,
is they're the ones controlling the wars.
Whoa.
Like the higher power that's
Earth.
technically.
I think one of the most interesting conspiracy theories to me is that the government is controlling the weather, like making these natural disasters happen,
Yeah.
and like making like climate change a big thing to like distract people.
Yeah, from Earth.
That's wild. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's the size of Maine opens up in Antarctica.
So National Geographic is posting this article saying that there's a hole the size of Maine that opened up in Antarctica, but they're not necessarily relating it to this, but there's a possibility that it could be that based on conspiracy theories.
And that's what the conspiracy theory.
That's interesting. It's interesting that we got here from fucking aliens. Do you think there are aliens there?
Well,
that's
the
what
Nazis fucked the aliens, Arianis.
Whoa.
That's what the thing
Arianis
is,
weren't
yeah.
the race. Like there was already it's like a different. Supposed to be like a different.
This was completely missed in this conversation.
The
They fuck
superior
aliens?
beings. That's what they say. And they're like super tall and like muscular.
Like Amazon women.
Some people compare them to like the Greek gods.
Yeah.
Like or like fallen angels. Or,
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in history that you could poke holes in, like kind of like compare and
Yeah.
contrast.
Huh.
Because like generally religion is similar in what the general idea. There's like a deity or deities in the sky. You know, like you think about it, it says a lot about extraterrestrial stuff.
Yeah.
It could.
Mhm.
And then going back to Hitler, like his death was so weird. Like, why
Yeah.
would he shoot himself in the head after he's like done all this? So they say he's went there.
Mm-hmm. Hitler had pulled with the Arianis.
Yeah,
When he took,
He was
he
the
took,
Ariana
he
daddy.
took cyanide.
Yeah.
yeah,
Poison.
or whatever the.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that if we had to fight the aliens, we'd definitely lose.
Lose, dude.
What-
So, you remember tech class or whatever where you like build shit?
Yeah.
Was
sure.
it technical or
Like,
something? I was in that
yeah.
class, and the teacher of that class, he taught, or he was a coach for like opposing schools football team. And I went in front of the whole class on this big whiteboard, and I wrote on the board, the school is called Wilson, and I was like, Wilson's gonna lose. But I spelled lose wrong, and I spelled, so it said Wilson's gonna lose.
Oh.
So I put 2 O's in it, and he just fucking roasted me in front of everybody. I was so embarrassed, and ever since, every time I spell lose, I always think about that moment.
Dude.
I remember like writing, it was like a blue marker, and I was just like, loose.
Loose.
But I honestly, part of me thinks that I knew how to spell it. I just wanted to like extend it out, like lose. If I would have put one more O in there, everybody would have picked up on it. But it's fucked up.
Do you know if they saw it, or did you erase it?
I left it up there.
Yeah, good. They are gonna lose.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not like, I think about that too. Whenever I spell loose, like, this should have 2 O's. There's no reason why it has 1 O.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like it should be.
Did you guys ever have that
Lossy.
thing with AWESOME? Awesome, totally.
No.
Miss
No.
Went. She made it whenever we spelled awesome wrong. You had to get on top of your desk and sing that song. AWE.
What? It's an
And-
awesome song.
Sounds
Back
scary.
then I was thug. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hood. This was 5th
Thug.
grade. And I remember the first time I had to do it, I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" It's so awkward. It's like AWE.
Damn,
Well, I
that's
wouldn't have done it.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that wasn't very awesome.
Did she ruin that word for you?
No, I never misspell it.
Do you say it a lot?
Do you sing
Yeah,
it?
I say awesome a lot.
I
say
mean, you sang it
I've-
twice.
As a trainer, I have like words.
Positive.
Perfect. Great.
Fantastic.
That's beautiful. Just like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Words that make people feel good.
Yeah. Woo.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Jab. As always, this is Breezy Rando.
This is
These
Young
people call
Al.
me Jay.
This
These
is Young
people call me
Al. That was me
This people-
faking it.
Okay. These people call me Jay.
And this is Young Al. Stay cool, Houston.
Watch out for the jab. Watch out for the jab. Watch out for the jab.
My whole crew out.